Hello everybody and welcome to Bernardotech. Today we're going to be taking a look at an action camera that I received courtesy of MGCool. This is their Explorer Pro 4K action camera. This is a budget camera. You can purchase it for around $50 on Amazon. I put the link to the product page in the description below. So the question is, how much camera can you get for $50? Well, this video will attempt to answer that question. I'm going to start by showing you what's in the box, and then I'll go over some of the features and some of the good and bad points, and then I'll give you my final thoughts. And we'll also have some sample footage for you along the way as well. Now, the audio for this review is recorded using the camera itself, so if you're wondering how the audio quality is, you should have a pretty good idea by the end of this video. So first of all, let's take a look at what's in the box. The first thing you'll pull out of the box is the camera itself, and it's already enclosed in a waterproof case. There also are a number of accessories in the box. First of all, it has an extra battery. One battery is already installed in the camera, and another one comes in the package. So that's something you don't see too often. We also have a bike mount. We have a couple of adhesive mounts that could be used possibly for a dash or maybe a helmet. We also have a couple other assorted brackets here that do various things to help you with mounting it as well. What it doesn't include is a Class 10 micro SDHC memory card, and you'll need one of those in order to get started with this camera. I already had one from another camera, so I was set to go. The Explorer Pro has a 170-degree wide-angle lens and somehow manages to only display a slight amount of fisheye. And that's kind of impressive considering my more expensive Xiaomi camera has just a 155-degree lens and has more pronounced fisheye, except when I enable the lens rectification feature that it has. Also, unlike my Xiaomi the Explorer Pro has a 2-inch screen on the back of the camera, which serves as a viewfinder. Also lets you navigate and change a wide variety of settings. You can change different resolutions and frame rates. You can configure the camera for driving mode, which starts recording automatically when it receives power and shuts down when the power is lost. It also has an auto loop function, and so those features put together make it suitable for a dash camera. In addition to taking standard photos and videos, it also has the ability to take slow motion shots, and you can choose between 720p 120 frames per second or 1080p 60 frames per second. It also has time-lapse. With time-lapse, you can set it to capture frame at intervals of anywhere from a half second up to 1 minute. And you're seeing some examples of that on your screen right now. When you connect the camera to the computer, it lets you choose between 3 different modes. First is USB mode, which lets you transfer footage to the computer. There's PC camera mode, which lets you use it as a webcam, and then finally charging mode, which is just that, it charges and does nothing else. Now let's talk a bit about quality. You probably knew from the price of this camera that there might be some drawbacks or some things that it's not real good at, and quality might be one of them. The quality isn't bad considering it's a $50 camera. It's really quite good, but when you compare it to, say, my Xiaomi, which costs twice as much and has fewer features and no accessories, when you compare it against that, it doesn't quite stack up. Generally, if you have good lighting, good conditions, the quality is going to be very, very good. If you start to introduce some challenges like some uneven lighting, maybe a bright object, some motion shakiness, that's where the quality starts to fall off a little bit. When the camera is used where it might have vibration, say it's mounted to a bicycle, you get a little bit of jello effect from time to time, where the picture becomes a little wavy. Now, we would expect it to be shaky because obviously it does not have image stabilization. Most cameras in this price range do not have it. But the jello effect makes it more difficult to get rid of that shakiness in post-production. So if I had to summarize my thoughts about this camera, it would be simply great value. That's exactly what it is. For $50, you're getting a camera that has a ton of features, lets you do many different kinds of shots, has lots of accessories. Normally a camera in this price range, you won't have a viewfinder. This has that. So really there's a lot to like for this $50 price tag. If you're a professional that wants top quality shots, well, this probably isn't the right one. But if you're an average person that wants good footage, but doesn't need it always be top quality, and you want to do it on a budget and get everything you need for a low price, this is probably the camera for you. Hopefully you found this helpful if you're looking into this. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.